Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Damar Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, as you can see, W.E.F, C-40, C-40 smart cities, dystopian nightmare where elitist ruling class can literally shut off power, vehicle, food, internet, and money anytime for any reason. All right. And immediately when you when I see this article, immediately I think of the MOTB. All right. Which is where, that's ultimately the end game for these elites, man. Your only access into these smart cities, these C-40 smart cities, which, they are establishing. Your only access into these things will be ultimately the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. And you see, and this is why this technology and this agenda is so necessary. You see, and it's all lined up with biblical prophecy. All right. And we can see, this devil is coming down with that great wrath because he knows he has but a short time. All right. And 2025 is the year where these devils have to really get things in motion, get things in gear. All right. Because, when you check the climate of the earth, man, hey, everybody is on to this devil. Everybody is, not trusting the powers that be. Everybody is going to alternative news sites, getting their information not from the mainstream media. And people are becoming more informed about ultimately the wickedness of this damn devil Esau Edom. All right. Let me get this real quick. Then I'll come back to this Revelations, the 13th chapter. So Jeremiah 49. All right. This is a Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors as he is not. You see, because ultimately, the Lord is basically exposing, these elites and their plans, especially in these last days. And this is why it's such a heavy push for, them. I was reading an article earlier where they're talking about the biggest threat to their agenda is alternative news sites. This is why you keep hearing such a big push against mis and disinformation, them trying to ban TikTok, which, they banned it for a day and Trump brought it back, which I think was that was all a psyop. They did that shit on purpose so Trump could take the credit to get these people more and more head over heels in love with this guy, which is all, people are being deceived and duped, at the end of the day. But as we can see, hey, things are moving quickly, and these devils are going forward with their agenda. But let's look at some of what these C-40 cities are. It says the World Economic Forum has established C-40, a program aimed at creating smart cities which are portrayed as dystopian society where the elite control all aspects of citizens' lives through digital means. And it's starting heavily over there in London. I think I read an article today too, where now London is now they're giving the people digital driver's license and a couple other digital forms of a couple other digital options to choose from, which now they're saying they're not mandatory, but we know how those things go. They won't be mandatory, but eventually they will be mandatory because all systems and all corporations and businesses and just society in general is all going to go digital. And your only access into these to have these particular things to get driver's license or your income tax or government aid or assistance, and eventually just to be able to be identified as a citizen in this world is going to be on a digital plane. So all roads, like we always say, eventually lead to the MOTB. And it says, in smart city, every essential service can be remotely controlled and potentially shut down by the authorities, including food rations, electricity, transportation, and internet access as a form of punishment or during emergencies declared by the ruler, which is ultimately a total system of control. And you see, and they're going to be able to have full control once they're able to put this technology inside of you. You see, this is why it's such a gradual thing that they're allowing you to do your driver's license and this and that, little bit by little bit, until eventually, all of that information and all of this digital access and digital forms you have will eventually be put inside of your C-hip inside of your body. And once accept that, it's checkmate. All right. They'll be able to have total control over every aspect of your life. And they're going to put you in one of these 15-minute cities to where, like I said, you'll be in this dystopian hell, this digital slave system that you can never get your way out of. All right. But let's get to some of this article. It says, the World Economic Forum, an independent international organization of elitists and globalists committed to taking over the world tyranny style, has created C-40, a code name for smart cities. See, smart cities are a dystopian nightmare that the W.E.F is trying to implement right now, where everything is electric and can be turned off with a flick of a switch by the ruling elites, including digital currency, electric AI-controlled vehicles, smart metered tiny homes, all public transportation, the internet, and all food will be rationed daily by the dictators through a calorie-limited maximum amount allotted via text messaging. You can't make this stuff up, you see? And this is ultimately what this devil is implementing. And guess what? Donald Trump and Elon Musk, all these individuals that these people are falling head over heels in love with. I saw a video today where you had some guy praying to Trump like he was God to turn TikTok back on. And you see, and Trump is he's being set up to be that figure that's going to lead all you people into these C-40, man. Get it out of your head that Trump and Elon Musk and this new presidency is all working against the globalists, as Alex Jones would say, or the so-called deep state. Look, they're all the same, two cheeks of the same ass, man. They're all working in unison to establish this shit, man. People get caught up in the left and right and the Republicans and Democrats like they're all working against each other. No, they're all working together on the interests for these elites, man. And everything that's being established, everything that you see going on is all leading towards these devils trying to accomplish this agenda, man. See, this is why we've been telling you Jakes out there, man, to put your trust solely in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, now we know ultimately we're going to have to function within the society somewhat. We might have to get a digital driver's license or a digital ID or digital that or digital this to receive, particular, services, maybe to get an apartment, maybe to do this and to do that in the meantime. But we know once this devil tells you that you got to receive this MOTB, this charagma, man, hey, that's when we're going to have to be pilgrims. We're going to have to completely separate from this society, leave our houses, leave our apartments, and be pilgrims and putting our faith totally in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai at that time, man. All right, we know it's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. All hell is going to be breaking loose. They might start releasing these slaughter bots, and AI controlled, surveillance and, rounding up and putting people in these different camps and different things of that nature, man. But hey, our faith is going to have to remain in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. But this is what these devils are ultimately bringing forward, man. This is their agenda, and this is their, their plans. And even though you see these people calling it out and these people shedding light onto it, hey, these devils are still going to go forward with this agenda, man. And pretty soon you're going to start seeing a lot of these individuals that are whistleblowers, that are speaking out, that are, like Psalms 64 says, their tongues are going to start falling upon themselves. A lot of these guys are going to start mysteriously, getting harmed or getting taken off of the scene, if you know what I mean, man. You see, but it's still not going to stop these devils from doing this agenda. All right. It says the candidate for mayor of London, Shyam Batra, is blowing the whistle on how evil the plan really is, stating that all food, power, electricity, and banking can be turned off with the flick of one switch if the populace violates any rules. Remember, that's what Aaron Russo told Alex Jones, that this is what Nick Rockefeller told him. This is what these elites' plan were. It was to put chips in everybody and, we can turn off their money if they don't comply, if they don't do what we tell them to do, man. And we can all see it coming to pass in these last days, man. You see, it says, did you just post some criticism of the government on social media? See, and this is why they want everybody to have these digital IDs so you can be digitally identified, to even have access to the internet. So everything that you do on the internet is going to be directed and it can be directed back to you as an individual, as a person. So when you violate, hey, you can be punished in real time. You can get that knock at the door, or they can just totally restrict your access to being able to go on the internet, to travel, to get on an airplane, to have a job, even to be in that 15-minute smart city free home they're going to give you, man. You see, it's ultimately just a system of control. It says, read your incoming text messages from the C-40 dictator, which will be AI. No food credit rations for you today. You violated community standards, you see? It says what? It says W.E.F already signed up with London's mayor for London to convert to C-40. All of the metropolitan cities of the world are next if W.E.F has their way, you see? Because this is ultimately the agenda of all of these elites, man. And it says what? It says there will be no jobs for anyone in the city that are outside of the 15-minute city, where there will be no vehicles, machines, tractors, or manufacturing plants that function on gas or diesel fuel at all. It's a diabolical plan to convert every facet of every person's life. So don't be fooled into thinking it's just some cool, modern, green-friendly way to save the world from climate change, right? Because that's how they're ultimately going to sell it. You know, it's all through deceptive and all through lying and cleverly traps being set by these elites, man. Which a lot of these people, they're so damn dumb, they're going to be duped into doing this shit, especially after all hell breaks loose in this society. You know, when they shut off the money, when they collapse this, the banking system as we know it, let all hell breaks loose, bring a catastrophic cyber attack that puts the whole country in darkness, and no more food in the stores, and no more fuel, no more gas, and people are just stuck wherever they're at with no hope, with no signs of, relief. They're going to let this whole society deteriorate, while these well-to-do elites and a lot of these millionaires and actresses, they'll be in their bunkers, while all hell is breaking loose, only to come out after a certain point of time to establish, this new world order, man. And a lot of people will willingly give themselves over into it with the hope of being saved, and these devils fixing all the problems that they created themselves. See, it says more likely than not, Los Angeles is being burnt to the ground right now to prepare to rebuild it as a C-40 city in preparation for the 2028 Olympics being held there. See, expect more metropolitan cities to be burst into flames in the next couple of years to force everyone into compliance. You see? So you can see, man, this is where everything is going, And it's all going to ultimately be culminated with this MOTB, man. Like we've been telling you, This is the end game. This is where everything is headed, man. And these devils are going full speed ahead with it. This is Revelations 13-16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is what you're going to need to be in these 15-minute cities, to be in these C-40 cities, man. And the world that this devil was trying to establish. You see? And if you don't have it, then it says what? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? And this is what you're going to need to be allowed into these cities, to have access to these particular things and resources, and being able to, be on the internet and just, be a citizen, to be one of their world citizens in this, in this beast system. You're going to need that charagma, man. And these devils are going full speed ahead with it. So you, Jake, need to be up to date. You need to be up on what's going on, because, these devils are not stopping anytime soon, man. And these C-40 cities, man, is where this devil is taking everything, man. So stay prayed up, be in the spirit, man. And hey, man, this is why our faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is so vital and so important, especially as we enter into these days, man, because hey, these devils are going all the way in, man. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit in me to do this lesson. Until the next one, shalom.